first performer, number 276 performing, Kick Me, Adventures in Adolescence.
Hello, class. Hi, howdy doody. My name is... Mr. Parks, and I'm sure you're all ecstatic for the first day of junior high. However, it is time to take roll call. Let's get this started. Oh, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the first name, but it looks a little bit like orange jello. Orange.
Man, that's orange-jello. Okay.
Orange, you the feisty one. Lay, sung lay. Lay, sung how, all right. My goodness. Fag. Fag, Paul Fag. Fag, Paul.
Here. Growing up is difficult, and especially for a teenaged Asian Jew growing up in the Midwest. But through all the challenges he endures growing up, he finds that social status and ethnic background are meaningless, and that it's what's inside that really counts. But enough about me. Paul Feig is also a misfit and an outcast. And throughout his journey, Paul provides us with a nostalgic adventure for the inner geek and outcast in all of us. Kick Me, Adventures in Adolescence by Paul Feig. In a truly just universe, an adolescent Paul Feig wouldn't have to constantly endure hearing the letters E and I taken out of his last name and replaced for an A. But alas, I did. But it didn't start out that way. You see, when I was in grade school, there was a TV commercial for Fig Newton cookies. And because of this, I, Paul Feig, became known as Fig Newton. But I would come to find that every guy was called gay at one point or another during junior high. And because of my last name, especially me. Which is why I always hated kids named Rick. Because anytime you heard a group of girls talking about a guy they were absolutely in love with, his name was always Rick.
Oh my God, Rick is so cute. Tell me about a girl. Rick is so fun. Oh, shoot. Rick is so fun. I'll do anything to go out with work. I love the way his hair smells.
What the funny thing was, it always made me wonder if hospitals had some kind of naming service to properly identify different types of babies.
Well, Mr. Ramsey, looks like your baby's gonna be quite the handsome lad. One that might even persecute and humiliate all the other male babies in this room someday. Well, I've got a name I'd like to suggest for you.
Rick. It felt like every girl I had a crush on in school was in love with one Rick or another. Now, I'd never been much for sports, but on the first day of Little League practice, I was convinced that because I was dressed appropriately, I'd become an immediate baseball prodigy. But my first Little League season turned out to be nothing short of a nightmare.
Fig, what are you doing? Stay in the batter's box. Start.
Oh, guys, I think I may have pulled something in my hamstring, so I'm gonna head back to the dugout and cry. Amazingly enough, my encounter with the baseball, coupled with the creepy feeling I got from the coach's manhandling of my body, slightly did lessen my fear of being pitched to. But all good things come to an end, right? My good thing ended when the coach called my father and asked me where I'd been.
For the past 4 games, it hasn't really been there.
So when I came back for the next game, my teammates were asking me where I'd been for all the games that I'd missed. Yo, P-Fizz, where you been for all the games that you missed? Well, my mom took me to go shopping. hold up. Did you just say shopping? Yeah. You know how lame moms can be, right? I mean, that's why my mom took me shopping. Yeah, I heard you. Hey, you guys, Pete has missed all those games to go shopping. That's why he ain't been here for the past 4 games. 4 games. Oh my gosh, pal, you are so good. Did you buy a dress, Fig Newton? I bet he bought a purse. Now, on the subject of sports, there was always one class that I never had. There was always one class that I never enjoyed. One that I faced with stomach-twisting dread each and every day. Gym.
Guten Tag, children. Seeing as how today is the first day of high school gym class, we're all going to do something a little different. The name of the game is Killer. Yeah. The object of the game is to be the last man standing on the floor alive. What you'll be using to get your opponents out of the game? Alive hand grenades.
Really?
Nein. Spoof, Dankeschön. Each team member is going to need a big set of bars to get the other teammates out. Now, rule number 1, if you hit with the ball, you're out. Rule number 2, if you catch a ball that is thrown at you, the person who threw it is also out. And rule number 3.
Well, what's rule number 3?
I'll be asking the questions. Now go. Get in line.
When the whistle blew, I descended into hell. Oh my gosh! Jesus Christ. It's not that bad. Oh my gosh! Guys, I think he's dead! Oh my God. Fortune cookies say, give up now, Paul. You know you're gonna get it. Hiya! Now, guys, I caught a ball. This is a miracle. No one could believe it. But suddenly, I heard the whistle blow. It was Mr. Wendell. He was going to come through for me. He actually had a heart.
No borders, boys. The field is open.
What does that even mean?
It means that you don't have to stay on your side of the center line. So everyone gang up on Paul, and let's finish this game up.
Mr.
No mercy.
What a load of After 4 balls, 5 balls exploded into my body. Everything went black. And when I came to, Mr. Wendell was standing over me, telling me that I had
detention
for a week
for saying naughty words.
Now, although the bullying may have died down as I grew older, there was always one thing that never changed. You see, since the age of 7, I always had a huge crush on the girl who lived next door to me, Mary. Mary and I were indeed the perfect couple waiting to happen, but all I needed was the right situation. And so, during my senior year, one day in May, I decided to ask her to an event of romance and lifelong devotion, the senior prom. We walked to the end of the driveway and faced each other, and in a friendly tone, she asked,
What's up, Fig Newton?
Hey, Mary, look, do you want to go to prom with me?
Gee, sure, Fig Newton. I mean, Paul.
I was so happy and excited. And the next day, Arangelo was telling me all I needed to know about the prom night.
Everybody get laid. Everyone sure, man. Why you think people go to the dance? To dance?
Immediately, my head started to swim. For all the times that I'd imagined Mary and I being together, sex never entered the equation. I mean, sure, all us guys had our crushes and would stare at the girls with the overly developed breasts as much as the next kid. But I mean, no one I knew was actually getting laid. We'd all been too busy for 4 years trying to keep up good grades, fit in, play sports. Oh my God.
What if that was just me? What if everyone I knew was doing the business?
Maybe all this time when I stayed home on Friday nights and watched reruns of Benny Hill with my father, Everyone was engaged in the mature physical act of love. By the time prom rolled around, I was a mess. Yo, P. Fizz, this is my favorite song, man. To the wall! To the wall! To the sweat strip down my merry look. I'm really glad you came to prom with me.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me.
Wow. Thanks, Mary.
No problem, Fig Newton.
And just then, we both started to laugh, and not like people who had grown up next to each other our whole lives, but what we'd really become, brother and sister. Now, as the dance neared its end, Mary told me that she was thinking of heading off with a few of her friends. I didn't want to go with them any more than she wanted me to, and so I decided to head down to the local go-kart track. I stayed there till 1:30 in the morning, driving around a dirt track in a tiny, noisy little car I could fit in, wearing my tight helmet and a rented tux. But somewhere on that track, I realized a few important things. I realized that maybe I shouldn't have cared about all the years of being humiliated because of my last name, and especially not about the idea of having sex. But I was having fun on prom night. Okay, so maybe names don't mean everything, but I would forever and always be Paul Feig.